So now what do? You go over there, play the ball over there. Good, now, what do you think I want you to do? As you pass the ball over, you go and support. So you give each other an angle. So can he pass the ball forward right now? No. So what's he going to do? Play the ball back to him now. Can you play the ball through? Can you play the ball through? Yes, you can. Good. Play the ball over here. Good. Keep it. Keep it. Play, play. Yeah, that's it. Can you play the ball through? Yeah, okay, play on. Yeah. Blacks win it. Oh, well done. Play. That's it. Oh, play the ball back to your defenders. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Yeah, play the ball back to your defenders. Play. Yeah, play the ball to your teammates. Good. Keep it. Keep it. Give the ball back to them. Play again. Come back, son. Black player, come back. Can you play it through? Yes. Yes. Good. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Get ready, centre forwards. Yeah, can you check? Good. All right, good, and hold. Okay, great, and just stop right there. Good. Do you see what we're trying to do here? We're trying to teach these players angles of support. Angles of support. We're trying to teach these players to try and read the windows to pass the ball through. We're trying to teach these players when to check. And when do you check? When he's able to pass the ball to you. All right? Make it a bit more difficult. Just listen. When the yellows have it, play the ball in. The two centre forwards can be marked. All right? And one of the other centre backs must drop in. So when the yellows have the ball, you drop off. You mark him. And you mark him. Okay? So now they're being marked. Do you see that? So, same game, except now we're trying to keep the ball using our centre forwards. Now, if you just stand there, when we play the ball in, they're going to take it from you. So what are you going to do? Take him away. Take him away. And the only thing I'll say is that you must stay behind the yellow player, the defender. All right? Because we're trying to get those checks. Let's just see how it looks. Play. Play. Yeah. Yeah, good, that's it. Can you play it again? Too slow, you're right. That's good. Yeah, so ask for it. Ask for it. Play a centre forward if you have to. All right, that's a yellow ball.
The key purposes of the 6 versus 6 are teaching players composure on the ball and angles of support, helping players read tactical visual cues of when to penetrate or pass sideways, teach frontline and midfield players how to time their checks, teach center forwards to stagger their positioning, practice passing from the back line to the deepest frontline player, early support from backline players to front players, help teach front players to combine with each other, and teach front players how to make space for themselves and their teammates. The 8 versus 8 game is the culmination of the 5 versus 5 and 6 versus 6 small-sided games. As players progress to the level of playing 8 versus 8, we add 3 additional field positions. In doing so, we create 2 diamonds on the field at once as we put the players in a 2-3-2 formation. In this formation, the 2 center backs or defenders are number 2 and 3. The 3 midfielders are the right midfielder, who is number 7, the center midfielder, who is number 4, and the left midfielder, who is number 11, and the 2 forwards, who are numbers 9 and 10. As was the case in 5 versus 5, the goalkeeper is number 1. The visual cues remain the same for the attacking players as they look to make the farthest pass downfield, but in the 8 versus 8 game, there are more downfield choices. The 2-3-2 formation uses 2 center backs that allows them to feel pressure and to learn to both defend and attack against that pressure. Just as in the 5 versus 5, the right and left midfielders look to move up and down the touchline and to stay wide to open up the field for the 2 forwards, who work to stretch the field while using various combinations to create openings.
Now this is the classic situation where we have that diamond position that we practiced earlier when you were a little bit younger. We have the player at the back that has the ball. We have the player on the left. We have the player on the right. And we have the centre forward. Now, just for the sake of, let's have the centre forward push back just 5 or 6, right onto the centre back. Right onto the centre back. Okay. All right, now let's have everybody except for this player, this player, this player, and this player just kneel down. You stay standing. Everybody else kneel down. Okay. All right. So this is the diamond shape that we worked on earlier. Okay? And this is where we try to teach you the passing options. The game is played by passing the ball forward, sideways, and backwards. The first pass that we're always trying to hit is which pass? The forward pass, and the one that puts out the most defenders. All right, so the best pass I wanted to hit right now is this pass in here. All right, but if you can't do that, then because you just jump up, all right, and you jump up, you can't do that because this player who would normally be marking the flank play, just pop out there. Okay. Now, we taught you in the diamond shape if this space was available to try and pass the ball through. All right? You can't do that because this player is in here, so come back in again where you were. All right? So now what do you do? Well, if you can't pass the ball forward, you pass the ball sideways. So now you go sideways. Good. Great. Good. Now then, it's easy for you to recognize which foot to pass it to because they're playing sideways on. And that's one of the important things for the midfield players. Same thing with you, is always to try and be sideways onto the ball carrier. I never, except maybe for the centre forwards occasionally, I never want to see you standing here for a pass here. All right? Always try and get at an angle. The other thing that you must be careful of is running, when he has the ball, play the ball back into there again. Okay, yeah. You just come out the way. Good. You just go out there again. Is running over here too much? Come with me. Because now you're going to take away the pass into the centre forward, which is the pass we're trying to get. So as much as you can, you try and stay in over here. Okay? So, come back in. Everybody just jump up for a sec. All right. So if you can't pass the ball forward, you're going to pass the ball sideways. We're going to come back over here, miss. Okay? We're live when he takes his first touch. Play the ball to his left foot. And play. That's good. Play, play. Get into your shape. Get into your shape, yellow. Well played. Play. And stop. Young lady over here. Over here. Now this is my right flank player in the diamond. Everybody sit down or kneel down except for this player, this player, this player, this player. Now this is on the other side of the field. This is the other diamond that we have. We have two diamonds. And that's why we put you in a 2-3-2. So those two diamonds are side by side. Now this player has all the same choices that that player had over there. So when you receive the ball, what's your first look? Your first look is this player over here. That was penetrating pass. Play through to this player. And just hold it right there. If you play that pass, then we have put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders out of the game with one pass. Do you like that? That's the kind of pass that we want, right? Okay. So the ball goes back into this player over here. So that's the first place that we're looking. Play the ball back in over there, young lady. Okay. Good. This player gets the ball in this position, and I call this the number 2 position. That's the number 3 position. Your first pass forward if you can. Now, if you can't play the ball forward, then you play the ball sideways. But it's important that these players in these wide areas stay wide, go on, and don't go drifting into the middle of the field. So try and get into your shape, wide, go on, and on the touchline. Now the players who are in position need to learn how to move on the touchline. They move back to the ball. And they move away from the ball. And the way they do it is sideways. In other words, just watch. We don't run backwards this way. Ball, please. Because which way? No. If I run backwards this way, which way am I facing? facing the wrong way. So back, move sideways. Go on, let me see you move sideways. Good. Now, if she's not pressured, play the ball back in there again. If she's not pressured, he'll play the ball to which foot? To the right foot. Good. All right, now this is what we want. Just come out, goalkeeper, just come out. Now, what we want here is we want these two fullbacks, these two, put your hands up, to be under pressure all the time, because we're trying to make them into number one, great defenders, and number two, great players in possession of the ball. You can't do that if we play with 3 or 4 back there, because there's too many of you and it's too easy. So we want it to be under pressure. So now who becomes important? If they're 2 versus 2. Now the goalkeeper becomes important. That's why what you did was so good. Play the ball back to the keeper. Now when the goalkeeper wins it, I want this player to peel back that way slightly diagonally. Now he gives us an angle. This player peels over this side slightly diagonally. Now we have a 3 versus 2. If that player goes there, go on, and if that player goes there, now what pass do you have? You're the pass into this player in here. Now, if has the ball there, I want you to try and come with me, slightly this way if you can, because now you can receive the ball how? Sideways on. Okay, so come back in here. Nobody moves till she touches it. Go on, play it in. Good, yes. Good, so that, and stop. Okay, great. Now let's go back to the situation that we had though. Come back again, sorry, come back. Excellent. Now I'm trying to teach the goalkeeper what to read here. Give the ball back to the keeper. Good. So the goalkeeper and these 2 fullbacks are very important. What actually happened was, you come inside, son, you come inside. The goalkeeper looked up, the pass to the centre midfield player was taken up, so he played the ball over there. And that will keep happening over and over and over again. All right? You can't move till he takes his first touch. And then we're live. Ready? Play. Wait. And play. Good. I love it. I love it. Play, play. It's a black ball. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, it's another great goal. All right then.
In this example, the 2 forwards work together using crossover runs, crisscrosses, and staggered positioning to create attacking opportunities. The first diagram begins with the ball in possession of the defender, number 2. As the run develops, the number 9 forward in the diamond at the bottom of the screen begins to check for the ball, while the number 10 forward in the second diamond moves across the field into the space behind the number 9 forward. The ball is passed by the number 2 defender into the open space toward where the number 10 forward is moving. At this point, there are a couple of possible movements in support of the number 10 forward. First, the number 9 forward can peel back in a crisscross movement to occupy the space vacated by the number 10 forward. This provides support for the attacking player. In the second example, the number 4 midfielder can make a run to occupy the space vacated by the number 10 forward, with the number 9 forward taking his place in the midfield. This move is called a circulation movement. Once the play has ended, the players may return to their original positioning. Another attacking variation is the movement of the right and left midfielders across the field in an attacking motion. In this example, the ball is in possession of the number 7 midfielder, who advances the ball by dribbling toward the middle of the field. At the same time, the number 11 midfielder begins to make a run down the side of the field, and at the appropriate point, the number 7 midfielder passes the ball into space for the number 11 midfielder down the sideline. Once in possession of the ball, the number 11 midfielder has the opportunity to cross the ball to the number 9 and number 10 forwards for a scoring opportunity. Playing the 8 versus 8 game presents several teaching tools. First, the 8 versus 8 game provides the coach with 2 diamond shapes in a 2-3-2 format. Second, this game places pressure on the defenders to force them to develop good defending and attacking skills. Third, the number 7 and number 11 midfielders are trained to go wide to form the 2 diamonds of the 8 versus 8 format. Fourth, the number 9 and number 10 forwards learn to play together with crossover runs, split runs, and staggered positioning. Fifth, forwards can work with the number 4 midfielder to execute circulation movement. Finally, the number 7 and number 11 midfielders learn to move up and down the touchline and that they can also come across the field. The transition to the full field 11-a-side game includes a 3-4-3 alignment that creates 3 diamonds within the shape of the formation. Just as in the other 2 examples, the goalkeeper is number 1. The 3 center backs or defenders are numbers 2, 3, and 5, and once again, by playing only 3 players on the back line instead of 4, we create more opportunity for each player to learn how to handle the ball under pressure and to cover and balance the field for one another. In the midfield, there are now 4 players, with the number 7 and 11 players remaining wide while providing balance in the defending third, width in the middle, and delivering crosses and shots in the final third of the field. The 4 and 6 players work together in the middle, learning to defend as a pair and to change the point of attack, sometimes even joining the attack for shots. Numbers 8, 9, and 10 play as forwards and look to exploit the defense for striking opportunities.
And play. Play the ball around the back. Play the ball around the back. And again. And stop, stand still. And hold. All right then. Are you the centre forward? What are you? You're right. Well, that's my right. That's my right flank player. So you're a centre forward. I've got 1, 2, 3 forwards, right? Yes? Okay. Now when she gets the ball, I want you to line up right ahead of her. Go back in over there. That's good. Okay. You stay standing, you stay standing, you stay standing, you stay standing. Everybody else kneel down. Except for those players. Okay. Kneel down, son. Kneel down. Okay, now that's a diamond shape right there that we have. And when this player has the ball, what is her first passing priority? Is to try and pass the ball to that player. Pass the ball to that player. Give it to her. Good, good pass. Now, if she can hit that pass, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yellows are put out the game immediately. Is that a good pass? That's a very good pass. Because the best pass you can make is the first pass forward that either goes in the goal or puts out the most defenders. So let's give the ball back to this young lady here. Good. So whenever you can, I want you to try and hit that pass. Now, you see the way you're in a diamond, I always wanted to go wide right. Now you're sideways on. You'll always be here, you're sideways on. And you're always up there, you're sideways on. Okay. Now, one of the key things, one of the reasons we use 3-4-3 is to put a lot of pressure on the back 3 defenders. So they learn how to be good defenders and how to be good attackers. If I put another fullback there, it's much easier for you. If I can teach you how to play as 3, then you'll be great. All right. So let's just talk about how everybody else just kneel down except for those 3. Everybody else, can you kneel down? Yeah. Can you kneel down? Except for those 3. Now, that shape right there is quite good. You are covering for her because you're slightly behind her. But I'd like to go back just a little bit more. Okay? Good. And now you go back just a wee bit more, but not too much. Good. That's good right there. Now, you drop back in there so that if a ball gets played behind her, you can come across and then you swing inside. All right? And you're ready for any ball being played over both of them. All right? Any ball that gets played through there, you might be able to take care of as well. but you're also conscious of balls being played over your left shoulder. So you three fullbacks have to learn to try and play on a slant, okay? Now when I move over here with the ball, you need to reshape a bit, yeah? So that you're in a slant the other way. So come out a wee bit, good, lovely. Not too deep, go back up, come back up a wee bit, good. So you're always covering for him, okay? So that's why we play with three at the back there, to make sure that you do a good job defensively. Are you ready? So make sure that you always give us that slanty. You're never flat, you're always at an angle. Come back a bit. Everybody jump up, go back a bit, go back a bit. Ready, and play. That's good, well done at the back. All right then. So, where's my three fullbacks? Where's my three fullbacks? Put your hand up. Three fullbacks, okay. I think you're doing too much running. Try and stay behind the game a bit. Number one, you go forward, that leaves two back. Now when they counter-attack, we're in trouble. All right, stand still. Yellows come out about 4 or 5 yards. That black player, when the ball's in here, where should you be? You come in, you come in. Come on, good. Where does that leave a gap for the black defense? On that space. So what's the job of that far side flank player? To come back and fill in that space and come in a bit. All right? Now, so that looks like you're playing with 4 at the back. And that's fine, because as soon as we win it, then you're going to go back out again. But when the ball's over on this side, the far side flank player has to come in and give balance, because he's got to come across. All right? Now, when the